The tone is already set that it's about building self trust. So, actually, this thought is, I would say, very deep, very personal, and yet incredibly powerful, I would say. Because I would say that we are the captain of our own ship, right? This life. But what happens when you stop trusting your own compass? Chaos? Right. And that's why self trust is so important because it keeps us steady even in the stormy seas. Let me break it down for you. I would say self trust is like a bank account. So every time you keep a promise to yourself, no matter how small, you make a deposit. That's what we actually do in a bank, deposits and withdrawals, deposits and withdrawals. So here, when we are keeping a promise, that is a deposit in that bank account of course, self trust. But when you break a promise, that means you make a withdrawal. So over time, your self trust account either grows or runs dry. Think of it like you need to tell yourself, tomorrow I'll wake up early and go for a walk. And if you actually do it, so I'll say, cha-ching, deposit made. But if you hit snooze and skip the walk, now that's withdrawal. Like in the past few days, we have seen some people attending the session. Now, and during the day when they connect with us, they are very sorry for not, attending it. So if they're not keeping their promise, it's a withdrawal. And then there are like Preeti ji, Tanvi, who are so regular. So they are actually, you know, putting the deposit in the account. So the same goes with the money situation. Small daily deposits and that add up over time. Let's say uh, you decide to eat healthier and pack a salad for lunch. But then any of your friend offers pizza. But if you stick to your salad, that's a win for self trust. But if not, okay. But notice how it feels when you don't keep that promise to yourself. I'm sure that feeling of guilt comes immediately, but either we have to keep it or we have to ignore it. Now, for students, I would say they might say that they'll finish their homework before watching TV. And if you do it, you feel accomplished and confident. But if not, again, that guilt creeps in and that chips away at your self belief. So if you have many withdrawals, that actually weakens your self belief, belief in yourself. And that's actually not a good situation to look at. But here's the good news: building self trust doesn't require very grand gestures. Start small. Think of it like planting seeds. Water them daily with small actions, and soon enough, you will have a flourishing garden of trust. So, but yes, you have to keep on taking those small actions. So, let's try something very simple today. Set one tiny promise to yourself right now. Maybe even write it down in your notebooks. That one small promise. Something very easy, but meaningful. For example, there might be people who don't drink water in the ample quantities. So let's say drink 8 glasses of water today. Or it can be write down one thing you are grateful for. Or before going to bed, you write down that one thing that happened with you, or you're grateful for that happening. Or take 10 deep breaths when you feel stressed. So that is the basically promise to yourself. So here's the challenge. Keep that promise by the end of the day. And when you do, give yourself credit. Say out aloud or write down, I kept promise to myself. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. Let me share a funny story. In fact, it relates to myself. I've always thought that I am one person who will never go out for a walk. And when we started these sessions, I promised to myself that before attending these sessions, I'll go for a walk. You know what happened? Because even tried to start it before the beginning of these sessions. And instead of, I woke up and then walked down again to my bed and went to sleep. But then I said, okay, that's a mistake. And then from the next day onwards, I've been regularly walking and, actually creating that self belief that I can do it. So if I'm starting as small as like going for a walk, I'm sure you people can also do it. And let me leave you with a beautiful thought. Trust yourself. You've survived everything life has thrown you or thrown at you so far. And you're stronger than you think and more capable than you believe. Start today by making one small promise to yourself and keeping it. Over time, these little promises will actually become the foundation of unshakable self trust. So here's your mission for today. Set one small promise to yourself and keep it. And then tomorrow, set another one and keep building from there. Remember, every step counts because self trust isn't built in a day. Have patience, but be consistent. So it's built one step at a time. So, as I wrap up today's session, thank you for joining and start making deposits into your self trust account. Thank you.